I'm gonna talk about the awkward part first before I get into gushing about the match.
Yeah.
um, I do think that I don't know who messed up, but I think someone was supposed to like try to catch the chair or something. Like I don't know what it was, because there was a point where Thunder Rosa was like about to swing, right? Like you talked about it just now, about to swing, and then she didn't, and like it just, I feel like someone was supposed to like stop it, or like Megan was supposed to do something. I don't know who was supposed to do something, but someone was supposed to do something, right?
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they'll iron that out for next week. I'm not gonna trip about it too much. It's definitely weird, but I saw people like crashing out over it, and I don't think it's like, it's weird for sure, but I'm not, oh my god, how could they do, it's not that big of a deal. Mistakes happen. Like this wasn't a mistake where someone gets hurt. It was a mistake where someone probably missed a cue. Whatever. I'm not too worried about that.
Right. Yeah. No, that's why I said it was awkward. It was just awkward, like how everything was going down. I was like, something might have been supposed to happen here, but it just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know. And then she was like, "Oh fuck, what the hell am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to swing this chair? What am I supposed to do?"
That match though, bro. That match though. One thing I'm gonna say about it, I'm very happy that Megan didn't just win clean. I love that so much. Like, let this continue. We talked about it on the podcast. The second that Megan Bain showed up, we were like, Megan Bain, Chris Statlander, make it happen. We got on a random Dynamite, which is fantastic, and we're gonna get a feud out of it. They're adding Thunder Rosa and Penelope Ford. That's all wins in my book.
All W's.
All W's. So let's let them do what they're gonna do. I would love it to be on like the pre-show or something, like a little tag match between the four of them. Let that continue. I love every bit of that. Minus the awkward stuff, I love that this is a feud that's happening right now. And I love that there are more non-title feuds happening in the women's division. It's definitely, we've had a couple, they've been around. We're not going to pretend like they haven't been around. But they're needed and they feel bigger now, which is great.
Yeah, and they're across both shows, right? Like, we'll talk about the other one that pops up on Collision. But yeah, they're across both shows, and I think it's great. The women's division feels just fantastic, and I don't care what anybody says, and I'll say it week in and week out. You can agree with me or not agree with me. AEW has the best women's division in wrestling right now. Yeah, full stop.
It's not. I don't even think it's like I don't think it's an argument right now. I saw people being weird about like, oh, NXT is the best one. NXT got a couple of heavy hitters in the women's division, right?
3, right? Well, okay. In my opinion, they got 3: Jordan Grace, Julia, and Stephanie Vacker. And then the 4th would be the that one Australian girl that they got. I forgot her name, but that would be the 4. And then they got a lot of people under, because like Roxanne Perez is on the main roster now, so can't count her. But it would be Roxanne Perez too, and she'd round all that out. But she's on the main roster, as she should be, right? So,
but either way, AEW definitely has the best women's division in wrestling right now, like for sure. Like I don't think it's a competition.
That's not even close.
No.
So if we're gonna talk about, no, we don't even have to talk about that, because it's like, as far as like women getting airtime, AEW women are getting the airtime now.
It's been like on and off for sure, right? Because there was definitely an episode a couple weeks ago where like, what happened to all the time all the women had? It's coming back now, which is great.
Yeah, I like, as far as that, I think NXT. I won't say NXT gives them the most, but they're showcased everywhere. If you know what I mean. It's not like they're in the ring all the time. It's just that they're showcased everywhere.
You know what's funny about that?
What's up?
I actually do hear more about the women in NXT than I do anyone else. Like as someone who doesn't even keep track of what's happening in WWE or NXT, I hear more names of the women's division in NXT than I do like anyone else. And low key, I'm talking like company wide. As someone who doesn't pay attention to WWE at all, I hear more about the NXT women than anyone else.
Well, there's reasons, but yeah.
If it's a dope division, it's a dope division. I mean, look, they got Julia, Stephanie Vacker, and Jordan Grace, right? Like by default, you're a top tier women's division. Like I don't care. You have like a base like that. You're a top tier women's division. You are. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. Yeah, and they got There's no. I'm not going to talk down about that women's division because they got they're good. They're pretty damn good.
Yeah, right? they got women like Sol Ruka too. Who I'm forgetting a bunch of people, but they have a good division over there. So,
Yep.
The facts are facts, right? That's just how it is.
Yeah. No, they have a good division. I think they like almost match. Actually, as fucked up as it is. It's not even fucked up. It's truth. They're better than the Knockouts division now, in my opinion.
I mean, the Knockouts division got like ransacked. Like that's more. That's a low key TNA's fault also because they just got taken out, right? Like Jordan Grace left, Naomi left, right? Deanna Purrazzo left.
Yeah.
Giselle Shaw, I don't think she's there anymore either.
Nope, she gone.
Yeah, a ton of the top women in the Knockouts division dipped. They're gone, right? So, like, that's not even in the control of TNA. Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
I think I would say it more is because, like, the Jordan Grace thing is that they didn't feel like she was worth the money they were giving her.
That's crazy.
So, it's something close to that. Because she re-signed with Scott D'Amore when Scott D'Amore was still there, and then found out he was leaving, and then they're like, "Let's renegotiate your contract." And they're like, "Can I just leave? How about we not, and then I can just leave?"
Yeah. So like it sucks. It sucks for them, but yeah, that's on them. If they didn't see like the talent of Jordan Grace, that's stupid on them. So like Jordan Grace was good. Oh, go ahead.
It's not just her. It was just there was a bunch of wrestlers like that they did that to. It wasn't just her. But they were like, this person isn't worth it. Like stupid.
Men, women, and non-binary. A lot of them are just dipping out of TNA right now because since we're right here, the one thing that I saw, we don't have to talk about it super hard, right? I saw that we're getting Moose and Obafemi.
Yes,
I saw that clip. Like and like I said, since I don't pay attention to AEW, to WWE or NXT, if it comes to my timeline, people are excited about it. I was like, oh shit, Moose is in NXT right now. X Division champion Moose, he's gonna wrestle Obafemi. Okay,
and lose to Obafemi, but yeah, no, I think it's a great feud to do. I think Moose has no business being in NXT. He should be fighting somebody on the main roster, but whatever.
You can say that about Jordan Grace too, if we're being honest. It's same with Stephanie Van same with Julia.
Yeah, they but that's a whole nother rant. That's like a whole different show.
Oh yeah.
If I start ranting on that, that's like the 2-hour rant. So I'm not gonna get into that.
That really would turn this into a 4-hour podcast. So yeah, we'll talk about it eventually, but we can move on then.
Yeah.